Ever since we came back from our trip to Florida, I have been thinking. What have you been thinking about? I just can't get over how horrible the driving part of the trip was. The people in Florida drive like freaking maniacs. It doesn't matter if it's day or night, raining or dry, windy or calm, all they want to do is drive as fast as is humanly possible and switch lanes as many times and as fast as they can. And this surprises you for what reason? Well, I sort of automatically assumed that people would try to follow some set of rules while driving a vehicle that is capable of inflicting massive damage to another vehicle when traveling at a high rate of speed. And so you are surprised for what reason? Well, just for instance, why does Florida bother to post speed limit signs on their roads and highways? Nobody does the speed limit. Everybody believes that the posted speed limit is actually the minimum speed at which you should travel. Florida could save a lot of money by just taking down the speed limit signs and just say go for it. And this surprises you for what reason? Well, it just might be my imagination, but I would think that Florida would be concerned about people driving on their roads at 90 miles an hour, weaving in and out of lanes without using directional signals, while texting on their cell phones, and eating a chicken burrito. I don't remember seeing anyone with a chicken burrito. I think you are missing my point. And just what is your point? My point is that it is a nightmare to drive in Florida. If people are not texting, eating, or speaking on their cell phones, then they are either too short or too old to even see the road over their steering wheel. How's that for a point? I see. It sounds like you are upset over a few minor details. If you think these are a few minor details, then perhaps you should move to Florida and enjoy the pleasure of driving in Florida every day. Then perhaps you will change what little is left of your mind. It seems to me that you are taking this whole issue of Florida driving way too personal. Perhaps you are overwhelmingly correct. I think that I have come up with a solution for our next trip to Florida. What is your brilliant solution to this minor problem? I think I will leave our minivan home and rent a tractor to drive to Florida. Do you mean a farm tractor with the small front wheels and the large knobby back wheels that farmers use to work their fields? I can't believe you actually had the brainless idea that I was thinking about a farm tractor. I want a tractor like a Mack truck that they use to pull trailers. You know, 18-wheelers. The big rig semis that travel the highways day and night. The ones which travel right on your bumper and blow their big air horns and scare the ever-living crap out of you because they are so freaking big. What makes you think that it will be easier to drive in Florida if you rent a Mack truck tractor? Well, I will be sitting up high on the road, I will have a huge engine to motor down the highway, I will blow my gigantic air horn at every idiot who switches lanes without using a signal, everyone who is texting while driving, and everyone who is eating a chicken burrito while flossing his teeth. People will think more than twice before cutting me off on the highway. I will be the king of the road. I will be able to talk on the CB radio and give my own traffic reports. That's funny, you don't look like a king, and I have never seen you wearing a crown. Somehow I do not think you are grasping the seriousness of this conversation. Perhaps next time we drive to Florida, I will rent a tractor with a sleeper cabin you can sleep on the way to Florida. I will stop at all the visitor rest stops and pick up many brochures so that you can plan another trip for us. Will you be sure to wake me up every time you stop to pick up the Tavel brochures? I love to read about places in all the states we travel. Yes. I will put a sign on the inside of the windshield to remind me to wake you up whenever I stop for brochures.